one and only Dr. Stephen Van Zandt.
This is just the teachers. We need a bigger club tonight. Well, thanks, and please sit down. Sit. Thank you. Wow. I'm not going to interrupt this wonderful workshop too long. I just wanted to take a minute and tell you how this whole thing started. It goes back like 10 years, and the MENC came to me and said that the No Child Left Behind legislation had devastated all of the arts classes in America. And could I find out something about it? I happen to have a friend in DC, so I went and talked to Teddy Kennedy and Mitch McConnell. Tragically, Teddy Kennedy is no longer with us, and tragically, Mitch McConnell is. I kid Mitch, I kid him. I said, man, we had a little problem with this legislation. They said, yeah, we heard. I said, that's nice, I'm glad you heard. You gonna fix it? And they were like, no. So, I thought about it, and I came back to the teachers and I said, listen, we're not going to put instruments in kids' hands for a while. We'll have to find some other way to do that, which we have. But I was concerned, as they were concerned, that we needed to have some kind of presence of the arts, in the school system, in the DNA of the school system, right? So, So I said, how about this? How about we do a music history curriculum instead? And this way, it's actually better in some ways because it goes to all the kids, not just musicians. And we can do it cross-curricular. We'll kind of sneak it into the middle school, because high school is all obsessed with testing. Someday they're going to figure out that testing is not learning. So we've got to deal with it now. So that's what we did. We figured we could do it in music class. We could teach it in history class, and English, and social studies. So they endorsed that idea, and I outlined 200 lessons. And we also started partnering with documentary people along the way, which has been fun. I partnered with the Beatles last year with Ron Howard film, and Rumble, Native Americans in Rock and Roll, and Dave Grohl, Sonic Highways, and quite a few. And they love it because documentaries go to theaters for a couple of weeks and then they're on TV, and now we give them a third life right in classrooms forever, so they love that. So anyway, part of our mission here is to turn STEM into STEAM in every single state, put the A into STEM, the A for arts. And we did it in New Jersey. New Jersey, I think, might be the first one to have done it now. So, we feel very strongly about this, because it's just, the arts are we're the only country in the world that thinks art's a luxury, first of all. Art is obviously an essential part of the quality of life, but we have more than that, in the school system, you got kids right now that are really different. It's probably the biggest generation gap since ours in the 60s. They're faster, they're smarter, and they don't have a lot of patience. And I thought to myself, man, this is going to be a challenge for teachers these days. So, we thought the solution is music. Every kid's into music, and every kid's an expert in one thing, which is their own taste. So let's go to them. Instead of dragging the kids to our sort of old school methodology, let's go to them. Let's go to the kids and say, listen, who do you like? Who are you listening to? And the nice thing about the arts is whatever they answer is the right answer. There's no wrong answer in the arts, And this actually, I think, could have a very significant psychological effect on kids who are maybe a little bit nervous about the education system in general. You know, can they fit in? Can they compete? And you know, the rest of the stuff is a little bit intimidating when it comes to science, technology, math, engineering. You know, and so I think the arts gives them a little bit of confidence, which is important. And to my way of thinking, I mean, these days, especially with everything happening so fast, the technology happening so quickly, the delivery system changing every month, I think it's far more important right now that kids learn how to think rather than what to think, you know? And that's what the arts does. The arts does that. The arts plays on the imagination. The arts connects the dots, you know? It's not all 2 + 2 = 4, you know? It's something that I think is extremely important to keep the balance, you know, in terms of what the kids are you know, what's being thrown at these kids, you know. So anyway, it's been very successful, and we're having a good time with this. And as you start to use it, we welcome your input. You know, there's going to be more lessons. We're cranking them out as fast as we can, and we keep a very high standard, as you'll see. We basically started connecting it to the tour this year because this was the first time we went public. We worked on it for 10 years. I didn't want to go public till we had at least 100 lessons online. We're looking at 140, 145 now. And yeah, thank you. And you can get like 6 hours out of each lesson if you really want to, you know. So it's like 1,000 hours up there for you. And you know, the idea was just to give you tools to use. Hopefully, you know, we designed it for you because we figured we got to get the teachers excited before we can get the students excited. And we wanted to allow for a certain amount of, you know, creativity that comes from you. And you can adapt it and adjust it to your grade level. You know, it's very, very adjustable, very flexible. At the same time, a lot of stuff that you can use. So we're talking to school boards and administrations, but I wanted to talk directly to the teachers also and give them a sense of what this thing is, you know. And we figured, you know, you could maybe use a night out instead of being home grading papers. So yeah, so thanks for coming out, and have a good time tonight. You know?